Peace and blessings, family. How y'all doing this afternoon? Class of 1990 is in the building. Representing everybody from class of 1990. Just stand up right now. We salute you, Ken.
We love you, Ken. We love you very fine and long time coming. Congratulations, Kenneth. You earned it.
Hey. Congrats, Ken. Thanks, my brother. I didn't know I was supposed to say something. Ken, do you remember we used to cheat in class? Boy, I see him 16 and no, because he's trying to be our admiral, whatever the word is. But we used to cheat real good back in class. So, congratulations.
All right, you may be seated. Ken and I spend an awful lot of time together on many different capacities. I remember I challenged him a few years ago to write some poetry, and I think he's like 3 or 4 poems in now. And I remember last year he reached out to me. He was like, "Brother, I need help on this speech." I was like, "I got you." And so that's my brother from another mother. Again, let's give that brother a nice round of applause. So this poem that I wrote is called "We Stand for You." I am Kenneth Jennings. Some call me KJ, Jelly Bean. The second of the youngest of 5, the pride of my parents, Joel and Lenny, an inspiration to many. A little black boy from Chicago, born and raised in the Wentworth Garden Projects. We didn't have much, but we had each other and we had God. And that was enough. Growing up, I was one of the biggest New Edition fans. I loved to sing and I loved to dance. And in 7th and 8th grade, I co-founded a group called The New Fortunes. I was a true showman and an entertainer. Oh, but my favorite stage was the football field. And quiet as kept, I just wanted to follow in my big brother's footsteps. So of course, I wanted to be a Wolverine. But I wasn't supposed to go to Simeon. Because based on where I lived, I was supposed to go to Phillips High School. But back in the day, Simeon was so cool. I remember it just like it was yesterday. I went up to Simeon. I spoke to someone in the office, but they turned me away. I sat on those Simeon steps and I cried. But something deep down inside refused me from being denied. That's when God sent me an angel. His name was Coach Scott. Yeah, y'all can clap it up for Coach Scott. He knew my big brothers, and when he heard my last name, that man stopped. He went in that office and he spoke on my behalf. And when he came out, he said, "Okay, son, you can attend school here on one condition. I need you to play on my team." And just like that, I became a Wolverine. See, growing up, my only prayer was that God would let football help me take my family out of the projects. So the journey begins. In my freshman year, my position was linebacker and fullback. And after all the hard work and all the practices, I thought I was going to the varsity squad. It was my sophomore year. I went so hard, but they kept me on the frost-off squad. Y'all remember frost-off? Finally, in my junior year, I made it on the varsity team. I was hitting so hard like Mean Joe Green. So y'all, let me for a moment set up the scene. It's the 3rd game of my junior year. We're playing chorus. And on the first day of the game, the opening kickoff, I made the tackle and bam, I made a hit. I jumped up but fell right back down and tried to jump up again, but nothing would move. I couldn't feel a thing. It was like a bad dream, a nightmare. Everyone standing over me only stares. Then all of a sudden, everybody looked away. They couldn't look at me in my face. There were more people on the field that day than there were in the stands. And as I was laying on the field, I could only hear the prayer of the fans. Coach Scott refused to let them take me to Roseland Hospital. He told the paramedics he'd die before he let me take them in. So I was airlifted to Northwestern where my recovery journey would begin. October the 8th, 1988, the old me died on that football field. That was the same day the new me was born. For a moment I was depressed. But God sent me another angel, a professional football player who understood my plight. He was also paralyzed from the neck down. His name was Daryl Stingley. And meeting that man changed my life. See, before him, they sent coaches in my room, and they sent staff, and they had the nerve to tell me, Kenneth, we understand what you're going through. Yet when they left me, they walked straight out of the room. I'm like, how can you tell me how I feel when you can walk? But I really didn't care. But when Mr. Stingley left from speaking with me, that man rolled out of my room in a wheelchair. At the moment, I made up my mind that I wasn't going to let anything challenges stop me. I was going to use this test and turn it into a testimony. 6 months later, I was released from the hospital. My only goal was to return back to Simeon, my school. Walking through those doors, for the first time, I didn't know what to expect. Would I be disappointed? This is the new me, disabled, a paraplegic. It was strange at the moment, but the embrace from my Simeon family, the acceptance, the love that I was shown, all of it made me feel normal. And I just wanted to feel and to be looked at as normal. Yes, I'm in a wheelchair. Yes, I'm different. But beyond the chair and beyond the disability, I'm just a normal dude. Born and raised in the Whitworth Garden Projects. See, with this new life came a fearlessness. What could happen to me worse than what I've already been through? So life, give me your best. God blessed me to get back on that football field, although it wasn't physically the same. Somebody introduced me to Sega Genesis and the John Madden football game. But later on, like the brother said, I became coach at Hubbard High. And there I coached over 3 All-American football players. After all the things the doctor said that I couldn't do, there was one thing that I did do that defied the odds. I was told that I couldn't have any children. Today, I have a 31-year-old daughter and 2 grandsons. Oh, and that was with the help of no drugs, no artificial insemination. Everything was done naturally. Today, God has blessed me to inspire thousands with my story and how I overcame my disabilities and heal others through my organization, Create Iron Alliance, visiting schools and medical facilities. And as a mentor at Shirley Ryan, the same place that brought me back, and now I go to that same place and I give back. Through it all, I am truly blessed. My only regret was not being able to take care of my little autistic brother anymore. Oh, and remember that prayer at the beginning? That God let me use football to take me out of the projects of my family? Well, God answered that prayers too. I am Kenneth. Some call me Jelly Bean. Some call me KJ. The second to the youngest of five, the pride of my parents, Joel and Lemmy, an inspiration to me. A little black boy from Chicago. Born and raised in the Whitworth Garden Projects. No looking back, no regrets. So on behalf of the class of 1990, we salute you, brother. Today, we honor you. And together we ask everyone in this building to stand. Stand on behalf of a man that stood for so many. Stand for a man who with God has weaponized for his purpose. Stand for a man who will survive everything that life has put in front of him. And to our brother, you may not be able to physically stand, but today we stand for you. We love you, brother. Thank you.